Kealani Park, even inside Diamond Head, water was flowing in there, it was all swampy. The military got in there. You guys know that Diamond Head was actually a bed for the Ko'olau volcano that created this island. Ko'olau volcano is that big mountain range over there on the left, roughly around 2 million years ago. Diamond Head was just a bed for that, roughly around, what was that, 250,000 years ago. Set it up the Waikiki Aquarium, one of the oldest aquariums in the United States. Another thing about Kealani Park, King David Kalakaua named it after his beloved wife, Queen Kealani. She was an amazing queen. She was really concerned about the health and welfare of the Hawaiian people. So when she was traveling, she was visiting hospitals, seeing how they did things over here. When she got back, she actually created a Queen Kealani Maternity Center, which later became the Queen Kealani Hospital. She also built a home for the kids who were displaced from parents who were exiled over to Molokai who had the Hansen's disease and leprosy. If you guys haven't been to Molokai yet, just to check it out. It's a wonderful, beautiful island. It was a friendly island. I went to high school over there. Anyways, the Waikiki Aquarium. How's it going, guys? Blue line? That'll work.
Okay, perfect.
Hey, morning. Yeah, so they're exiled over the Kalaupapa Peninsula, and the kids were just hanging out here. They had nowhere to go, so she built a home for them. It's pretty awesome. If you've ever been to Molokai and you've seen that, they're not doing tours down there. I used to do a mule ride, and some folks are trying to do like a hiking thing, but they said negative. But it's a beautiful island. You can see it in a day. If you really wanted to see it, probably take you about a month. But yeah, well, hopefully we'll be able to see it when we get out here on towards the east side of the island. It's the closest island to Oahu. It's about 26 miles away. Over here on the right, we got the Living War Memorial, the natatorium, built to commemorate the Hawaiians that went over there and fought in World War I. It was built around the ocean water to make an Olympic-sized swimming pool. So when it first opened up, you guys ever remember the original Tarzan, Johnny Weissmuller? Yeah, he was an Olympic swimmer. I had no idea. Him and Duke Onomoku both swam in that. I think Johnny Weissmuller won the 200, 400, and 800 meter relay. I didn't know they were competing, but it must have been cool to see. But it's been closed for a while because of the elements and everything, so it's not in really good functioning mode, I guess you could say. So coming up on our left, we got the Dillingham Fountains, first built in 1919. It was a gift from the Hawaiians, or from the Japanese to the Hawaiians. King David Kalakaua had a great relationship with them. But it was a copy of the Phoenix Fountain built in Japan to commemorate Emperor Taisho coming to power. But because of what happened in the 40s, it was torn down, scrapped out. And in 1967, it was rebuilt and named after Louise Dillingham. They donated like 60 grand, her and her husband, Walter Dillingham, who's the founder of Hawaiian Dredging. She had a big women's voting, or really big into women's rights, voting rights and everything. So yeah, they named it after Louise Dillingham. So around the corner here, I gotta go kind of microphone silent. I'll just kind of yell it out, just to respect the neighbors here. I'll pick it back up by the lighthouse. Also, when I point, if you guys look up to the left, up here at the second stop sign, not this one, but the next one, that's one of the main actors of Hawaii Five-0. His name's Alex McLaughlin or something like that. He was the second Bookham Dano guy.
That's the guy. That's the green trolley goes there. Oh yes, we're going to Diamond Head.
Yeah, so if you guys look up to the left, this big White House up there, I painted for a company. We painted Daniel Day Kim's house. Daniel Day Kim has a house down here. This guy, I never met him, but I heard he kind of complains a lot, so I imagine he's one of the people that said, hey, no more, I get it though, yeah, you don't want to hear the ding-ding all day and people yelling on the microphone and stuff. Anyways, he doesn't act anymore, he does like kung fu and stuff, him and his wife. Go up there and say hi. and I kicked him through the door. I just heard he's a different kind of character. Daniel Day Kindle, on the other hand, his house on ALOHA Ave. Really cool guy, really nice. I guess I can pick it up out here. Yeah, so we keep going straight about a mile. He lives, I'm not supposed to tell you where he lives, but anyway, he probably won't find his house. He doesn't drive a Tesla though. But he's trying to bring a lot of film projects to the island, which is cool. The Diamond Head Film Studio has been popping lately, a lot of people in there. So Diamond Head, it's also called ALOHA, which has a bunch of different meanings. One of the, or two of the meanings I know is brown dorsal fin of the yellowfin tuna fish. But the other one is fiery headland, because the Hawaiians used to light bonfires on the rim of ALOHA to help bring in the ships and canoes coming in across the Kaiwi Channel. Kaiwi Channel, the islands over there, Maui County consists of Maui, of course, Ho'olawe, Lanai, and Molokai. Molokai, like I was saying, is the closest island to Oahu. So I think somebody fell asleep, so they ended up building a lighthouse. This thing was first lit in 1899, and the first lighthouse keeper was Captain Christian A. Anderson. So I'm going to pull over. If you guys get check kind of the perspective of when I took pictures, what I'm trying to say, if you look back to the right, you got a nice view of the lighthouse and the cliffs and stuff. From the photographer's perspective, I'm kind of like a amateur photographer guy, you know, do things with my camera. And of course, the surf break out here is known as Lighthouse. When I first moved here from Molokai in 1990, this is where they got a surf actually. There used to be a big, there's a barge that broke loose, so it was stuck out here on the reef. All right, I get moving and grooving. We're gonna check out the Amelia Earhart Memorial here. So I'm trying to fit everything in like super fast. Anyways, when you're taking off on the way, I guess, I don't know, I think it broke off from the tugboat, out that big rope or chain that it pulls the barge with. Anyways, we had to pull out the wave and slam into the side of the boat. It was there for like a year or two. Of course, got cliffs out here. We're exploring some good northeast trade winds today. Usually you can see the island of Molokai out here. I don't know. I'm going to see someone to get up here. So Amelia Earhart, she was the first person and woman to fly from Wheeler Air Force Base over here all the way to Oakland, California. These people kind of move for a second. I don't know if we can really get in. Do a little quick drive-by. Over here you got Browns. It's a big, wave there. The water's nice. Nice conditions over there. Yeah, I don't have enough time, folks. We're just going to kind of drive by to show you this truck with our, whatever this guy is in front of there. So slow down. Anyways, Jim Neighbors, Gomer Pyle lived out here. Tom Selleck, Doris Duke has a Shangri-La house out here. If you guys want to do private tours, you got to go through the Honolulu Museum of Art. Moving and grooving here. Drive by slow, I don't want to stop there. It kind of sucks, I'm going to stop there.
Yeah, it's busy.
Got a lot of really awesome surf breaks out here, but Jim Neighbors actually went to our high school. We had something happen, I think it was in '89, and we went out there and sang. Really nice place, go for file that.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Beautiful. Wait till we get out to the east side of the island. It's going to be amazing.
Oh my God.
Especially when the winds are like this. But you know what? You guys can come back down here. Like there's a city bus behind me if you want to rent a car. I'm not mad at you. If you come down here, all these beaches are public beaches. When you get to ALOHA Ave, it's this multi-million-dollar neighborhood, right? But none of the beaches are private. So every couple hundred yards, you got these blue signs that say public access. You can go down there and just find your own little, getaway away from a lot of people. You might see somebody fishing or somebody walking the beach, but that's about it. So it's really uncrowded, and there's just so many options. That goes all the way to the ALOHA Resort Hotel. The beaches out there are private. They got they do a lot of wedding photography, so there's these little man-made islands out there. You can go out and check it out. Really beautiful though.
That's awesome.
Also, I gotta go to radio or microphone silence again, but up here, I'm gonna do that at Triangle Park right to the right. I'll try to tell you guys. There's an awesome little beach down here called Cromwell's. To the left, it's all rocky. That's where Doris Duke's place is. And then if you go right, you can walk all the way past Diamond Head. It's right. You make this right. I gotta go silent, but you go down this little down thing here, second right, and then make your second right. You'll see the ocean right there. I'll pick it up here in a second. Yeah, out here, beautiful zone, man.
Yeah.
And the waves break farther out, so you don't have to worry about getting slammed against the rocks. Unless you go over to the left, they break on the rocks. You just gotta watch out. But you see that, you'll see it. Alright, so Diamond Head Road, I think we're out of the woods. Find out later. This turns into Kahala Ave, so you just stay on this road and go straight, and then on the right, you're just got these little blue signs. There's a little history about me though, it's kind of funny. I'm from Southern California originally. I moved here from Molokai in 1990 after graduating high school. See that house back there? We drained that pool. We skated that pool for like over a year. We had a bunch of empty pools down here. Used to skateboard a lot. Still do sometimes, but not as much. A lot older now. So I'll show you one of the signs to get down to the beach down here. But there's beautiful homes, like this huge multi-million-dollar mansions all the way down this deal. Yeah, here's one of the signs right here, right away. Live down to the beach, all the way down.
Nice. Love it.
This beautiful house on the right here is the guy who owns Panda Express. It's 3 houses in one. I'm not supposed to pull over, so I'm just going to drive about slow. Johnny Depp also Airbnb does when they're shooting Pirates of the Caribbean over here.
Oh my God, look at those houses on the mountain.
Yeah, so if you can imagine this, before this became this multi-million-dollar neighborhood, a lot of these houses, even fixer-uppers, are starting about $5 million and up. If you go down Kahala Avenue, you'll see some crazy mansions on the beach. It's insane. If you can utilize any of the beaches, I highly recommend checking out. But before this became that, this used to be a bunch of farmland out here, if you can imagine that. So a lot of regular folks lived out here that places on the beach. Like beautiful little, little zones or little private homes or whatever. I guess it wasn't until like the 30s and 40s they started realizing the real estate value of Kahala. If you guys want to go for a hike where you don't want to make a reservation or really not pay anything, this mountain right above us, that's Wilhelmina Rise. I live at the very top in my auntie's backyard. I've been up there for about 11 and a half years. I live in a tiny house, only 140 square foot. Very small, very awesome though. I got like $1 million view, really cheap rent. I don't have a bathroom, so it's not super girl friendly, but they make do. I use the main house, of course. But there's an 11-mile loop trail up there. It takes you all the way to the next ridge. Take the number 14 bus up to the top of Wilhelmina Rise, get off at the bottom of Monolith Circle, walk up 5 minutes. Beautiful views, you don't have to do the hike, you just walk around, it's pretty awesome. Some more about Kahala here, a lot of famous people lived here, Carol Burnett, Liza Minnelli. Remember the old original Hawaii 5-0 Bookendano guy, Jack Lord, lived down here. He actually used to go to the mall about every day, but he went to the mall quite a bit, Kahala Mall, which is the next stop, by the way. Just kind of hang out and talk story with everybody. He was a real big movie star during that time, but he was real humble. Like, everybody dug him. He was super cool. So they ended up constructing a bust of Jack Lord. It used to be a Liberty House. Now it's a Macy's, but it's still there. I walk by sometimes when I'm in the mall, high five his forehead. Yeah, Jack Lord, book him down.
All the golf courses have flying strings that run through the golf courses for their forums.
Yeah, it's a nice little neighborhood. I used to live in Kahala Towers over here. I rented a room. I was going to KCC. Didn't last that long. There's so much nightlife and stuff going on, especially back in the 90s. I was kind of like, oh man. But I met a lot of like-minded people, so they were all into skating and found pools all over this place. So it was cool. I used to work at Tony Roma's next door. And my friends, they've kind of moved away now. I got some that are still here, but my good friend Kimo lived up the road. He was a delivery driver for Tony Roma, so he would scout the area during deliveries.
You guys went out to like outside of Macau?
Anyways, call them all over here on the left.
I've been waiting all the way out there, but I'm not too sure. Yeah, you got
way before I became the Mall Mall. Alright, so if anyone wants to get up here and they want to go continue, we'll have another blue line coming by in 40 minutes. If you just want to go back to Waikiki, wait across the street, that little bus stop over there. Alright, so we're at the Home Mall. Home Mall.
You want to go?
Pretty good?
This is the stop. This is going to be your call the most stop.
Alright, this stop's going to be the Aloha Blowhole. That's
There's multiple stops along the way, and then you can go on and off because there's 3 trolleys that run through this route. Some people like to go to the mall, but we still want to go to the mall,
Aloha. Aloha. I love this.
I live on police side.
Over on the right here, you got the Wildlife Golf Course. You got extra $73,000. You can be golfing over there. Also, where they're doing the Sony Open every year.